他把这些都是上面我干嘛？但是最后责任还是你对对对，其实你飞过很久，那是更多的台湾的流量，地方病人，他想要养我。那的，而且后来就我去南部，我就到林家，小姐来，校长你好，你现在俩从此以后都不我只顺了，你看超人的，做好对那想法非常好，不用杜绝，不管对哦，
你我好久没听到你叫啊那样
啊，这是阳痿病的，
今天啊，
那是有学生好杜绝。校长很好，从此以后就这样，根本就活不起来。现在哪里在做开的？
有这么长吗？也是这么得意啊。
Meeting starts. Please silence your phone. President Liu, please ring the opening bell.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Rotarian, please all rise for the forward test. The forward test of the things we think, say, or do. First, say the truth. Second, stay fair to all concerned. Third, will reveal goodwill and better virtues. Fourth, will be beneficial to all concerned. Thank you. Please be seated. Rotary song. May we have PP app to lead us to sing the song.
R-O-T-A-R-Y, that spells Rotary. R-O-T-A-R-Y is no on land and sea. From north to south, from east to west, it profits most, will serve the best. R-O-T-A-R-Y, that's spells Rotary.
Thank you, PPF. Introduction of visiting Rotarian and honorable guests. May we have Rotarian Bravo to introduce.
Thank you, Jimmy. Good afternoon, President Liu, and my dear fellow Rotarians. Here's Bravo again. The pleasure is mine, and I'm very honored to introduce today's VIP guests. First of all, let's welcome our ADG Major from Dathong扶輪社. We appreciate for your making time in schedule to visit the club of Taichung Dathong. And we are so great to introduce today's VIP speaker, Mr. Xu Zhenxian. And we will have the detailed introduction about Mr. Xu by IPP Simon. And we also have two VIP guests invited by IPP Simon. The first one is Miss Pan Ziying 小姐. Miss Pan is a friend of our speaker. And another one is Wu Bizhe 先生. Wu Xian is the brother of IPP Simon. Thank you all of the VIP guests, and please enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you, Bravo. Now let's sing the song to welcome our ADG. PP Pat, would you like to lead us to sing?
Okay. And the second. Yes.
Guests of Rotary, we greet you. Oh, guests of Rotary, we greet you. We want you to feel that our friendship is real. We are glad you are here today. So let home be a cheer. Regards from all the fellows here. And when once more you are near our Lord, come again, Rotarian, come again.
Thank you, PB Pat, and thank you, PB Case. President's time.
Good afternoon, everyone, and our distinguished guest, Major, our Assistant District Governor of the Year. Over the weekend, we had a golf tournament hosted. I think the official name is called District 8, District 3461 A2 Subdistrict Assistant District Governor Cup. And we had there's a lot of echo. Is it just the room or just me? We had a lot of fun. It was very warm. The weather was perfect, but it got a little too hot under the sun. And it was at Chinong, and our club sent 5 members to participate. And thanks to our PP Skin, who won our second place, who shot, I think he shot 81. Who shot 81 that day. He claimed it wasn't his best, but yeah, he was good enough to brought home second place for our club. So among the 6 club, at least we got 1 second place. Zhongzhou Club, Taichung Zhongzhou Club, which is ADG's club, they took both, what do you call it, the Changping, I think, who was it shot from your club? Do you remember? 谁得第冠军？你记得吗？你们是 Konya 的第最近杆，好，近杆也是马哦，近杆就是他。对。So they won 2 champions actually. It was pretty impressive. According to their president Concrete, their club has about 5 to 10 people who can shoot under 80, which is like single handicap in golf. Pretty amazing. Yeah. So we were the amateur. We have fun anyway. Okay. So it's quite a lot of fun. And that's it. Oh, and I actually have a couple of things I want to share. Do you have the Lighthouse tour? And I think on Monday, Kaohsiung Lighthouse president called me and say they're going to Kyushu, Japan in early January, and they would like to invite our club to join their tour and see if we're interested. We can also do a little club bonding together. So I call our outing chairman Simon right away, and we told them that we were gonna go to Hokkaido in May. But maybe we'll take a brief survey before the end of the month. If we have a lot of members who are interested, maybe we'll combine the outing with them and do a 2-club outing to Kyushu. But if we don't have a lot of members interested, we still want to do a little outing on our own. We'll probably organize that sometime in April or May. So I'll ask Ann to check with everyone after the meeting, and like me personally, I think many of the Rotarians as well need to go home and check with your lovely spouse if you're able to participate in this outing. Okay. And I think, and last thing, this weekend we had a concert from, what's the band? I'm sorry. 希望合唱团. I'm sorry. Too many things. Very bad memory. Sorry. 希望合唱团 this weekend. Saturday night, October 20th. We have free tickets, the VIP seats, $2,500 each. If you're interested, or you or your spouse is interested in available, please pick up the ticket with Ann. And otherwise, we'll make sure those seats get distributed. We don't want those seats to become vacant. And that'll be all for my part. Thank you.
Thank you, Lou, and apologize for forgetting, remind you. Okay, next week we will have District Governor official visits here at third floor Peony Room in May. I know the program says 11:30 for all 4 members to attend, but please, if you have time, please arrive at 11 o'clock because the leadership team will be here on time at 11. So please come here to accompany them. And our First Lady, Sophia, also arranged a very interesting event at 16th floor with DG First Lady. So please, all the spouses are welcome. So also our registration and lunch will be earlier at 12:15. So if you have time, please present earlier that day. Okay, and next is a reminder that we will have a community service arranged by our Rotarian Joy on October 24th at Boai Elementary School. I know the time is quite early, but we would like to encourage all the members, if you have time, please participate. Joy is going to speak like English story to the students in the school. Okay, let's get into next program. May we have IPP Simon to introduce our speaker today.
President Lu, ADG Major, and today's speaker Jeff, dear fellow Rotarian, good evening. It's my honor to introduction today's speaker Jeff, Xu Zhengxian 先生. 2 months ago, my younger brother Wu Pizhe told me he want to arrange the Jeff to our club to make a speech. Today, Jeff and my brother come to our club. So thanks the Jeff and Wu Pizhe. Thanks. Xu Zhengxian, the Jeff is the CEO integration of sports corporation. Educational background is management of the technology, 国立交通大学 Taiwan, and sports industry management program, 清华 中国. Next. His achievement is advocate and chairman Taiwan Sports Industry Development Association, organizer Rise and Legends 2011 and 2012, branding consultant Taipei 2017 Summer University panelist 2017 APEC Linking Education and Start, tennis commentator, both sports, commissioner, sports service industry working group, sports administration, on-site visiting commissioner, National Training Center, associate professor, sports industry management, CTBC Business School, lecturer, special topics on sports industry, National Taipei University speaker, TED Taipei 2010. Look at his so much experience. You know, Jeff is pretty good. Please, with the loud applause to welcome Jeff's speech. Thanks.
Good afternoon, President Liu and all the Rotary members. I'm Jeff, the CEO of English Sports. It's my pleasure to be invited to come here to share my story and share my vision of sports industry in Taiwan. And I would like to use the next 30 minutes to share some information with all of you, and maybe some information might bring some good opportunity for your for the future. So my topic of today's sharing is the opportunity of Taiwan's sports industry. Many people ask me about Taiwan's sports industry because if you live in the US or live in Europe, sports is a kind of the culture, and people learn sports easily, naturally. But in Taiwan, if you play sports in the junior high school, senior high school, normally it means that you don't study. So many parents don't allow the kids to play sports because they worry that if their kids play sports, they don't study. There's a reason I cannot be a top athlete after I turn 18. My father is a national tennis player for Taiwan. He represented Taiwan to join 2 times Asia Championship. And when I was really young, I went to the tennis court almost like every weekend. So when I was very, very young, I had a dream. If some of you play tennis, you must know this is Wimbledon. Wimbledon, for tennis player, tennis fans, Wimbledon is like a dream place to go, no matter you are fans or no matter you are the athlete. So when I was really young, I dreamed to play in Wimbledon. I dreamed to represent my country, Taiwan, to play in the national event. Because I saw my father's picture when he represented Taiwan to play Asia Championship. And I was playing quite good actually. I don't really train too much because my teacher don't allow me to do. I remember one time I went to play tennis in the weekend, and my teacher just stopped by and saw me. And after that, on Monday, he asked me to go to the stage and he hit me in front of all the classmates. So he told me, don't play tennis anymore. Go focus to study. And my father told me the same. My father told me, don't keep playing tennis because there is no future for being a national player. There is no future to become a tennis player. Go study, and you will regret if you don't listen to me. But if it was really, really big hurt for me because I was young, I dreamed to play tennis, but I cannot because of environment issue. So I'm going to talk about the restriction of the environment. And if you think about sports industry, many people even ask me, are you sure sports industry is existing in Taiwan? You think about the situation. We always think about the very, very lack of the facility, very, very bad culture of sports, and students need to study like 10 hours per day. Even after school, they go to after school institution, so-called 补习班, right? And if you go to watch the baseball game, you always can see the damage of the facility. So this is a restriction of the environment. And this was what my father told me when I was 14. And unfortunately, this kind of situation never changed. This picture is not all picture, this is a picture taken recently. So environment is not changing, so the restriction is still there. Okay. So instead of complaining the situation, instead of keep saying all the bad words on Facebook, I decided to make myself to be the pioneer to change the environment. The trigger point is I went to Silicon Valley to work as an engineer in 2002, and I stayed almost 2.5 years in Silicon Valley. After my father told me don't play tennis, I focused on studying, and I go to university. I got a good job in Hsinchu Science-Based Park, which is work as an engineer. And I had a very good chances to be arranged to work in Silicon Valley, San Jose. it was my first time to go abroad. So I went to San Jose, start my new career in Silicon Valley. Everything looks so pretty, so good. I play tennis every weekend. I went to play golf, even for twilight. Twilight means you can go to the tennis, you can go to the golf course, play from 3:30 to 8 p.m. Okay, and maybe finish 14 or 15 holes. And 2002, end of 2002, I got a phone call from one guy. He's a brother, older brother of Randy Lu. I don't know whether any of you recognize Randy Lu. Randy Lu's Chinese name is Lu Yanxin, the best tennis player of Taiwan. At that moment, Randy Lu was ranked 200 ATP professional-wise. And his brother called me and said, "Hey Jeff, we met each other a long time ago, and I knew you are in San Jose. Can you buy a ticket for me and my brother, because we were going to play in San Jose for the professional events?" I said, "Okay, so why you cannot buy the ticket from Taiwan?" He said, "Because if you buy in US, might be cheaper for us." I said, "How much money you can save if I buy for you?" He said, "Maybe like a 3,000, 4,000 NTD. I said, "Wow, it means that even you are ranked 200 in the world, you are the best tennis player in Taiwan history ever, you still cannot afford to buy the ticket from Taiwan because you don't save money." So I say, "How about let me try to find a way to help you." I was in San Jose, it's December 2002. It was December 2002, and I went to San Jose in October 2002. So actually I just arrived there 2 months. I say, "How about you, when you come to San Jose, I will meet you guys together and I try to find a way." And finally, I did fundraising for Randy Lu. I did an exhibition event for Randy Lu. Finally, I raised 2 million TD for him. So in his book, he actually mentioned that without that fundraising, without that exhibition event, he may finish his career. So in 2010, January, Randy Lu beat Andy Roddick, who was number 2 in the world at that moment. He went into quarterfinal Wimbledon. So even I cannot achieve my dream in tennis career, but Randy Lu actually reached the dream. Not only for me, for all the fans of Taiwan. So it was 2002, 2005, I stayed in San Jose. And after I helped Randy Lu, I knew that the environment was not changing. So I said, if I want to do more, I need to come back to Taiwan to form a company to engage in sports industry 100%, not only a volunteer, not only a part-time people. So I came back to Taiwan in 2005. I still work in Silicon in the Hsinchu Science-Based Park, and I started to think about how I can do. So in 2007, I formed the company officially, and all of the pictures here are what we did in the last 11 years. So we have the coaches. I invite Andre Agassi, Steffi Graf, Martina Hingis to play exhibition in Taiwan in 2011 and 2002, and make me lose a lot of money actually. And I invite the people from Major League. This is the Major League guy. He came to Taiwan 2 times already to teach the baseball player in Taiwan. And we invite a professor from US to teach the coaches here how to become better. And we train the junior. Actually, she is studying Oregon University, which is a very, very top university in US. She is the #1 player in her university. She's a freshman. And she's in Stanford now, competing against Stanford now. So in the last 11 years, we did 2 times tennis exhibition. We invite coaches from US to teach the coaches here, teach the students here. We invite a professor from US to form the team here and teach the coaches and make our essay here. This picture is a very special picture here. This guy is Hank Yang Junhan. Everybody here must know him because he just became the runner-up of Asia game actually 2 months ago. And he was so close to become the championship actually. And he was arranged by our company to be trained in US for 1 month. He just came back 1 week ago. And Hank Yang will go to be trained in our facility in US again from January. So we even arranged the training opportunity for the athlete like Hank Young. We try to help the top athlete of Taiwan to become better. And not only the Taiwan scale, but also national scale, worldwide scale. So we did so much in the last 11 years, but you know what? It's still very, very hard for us to make money because the environment is so new, and the sports industry is so new in Taiwan. So, but actually, sports is not only for top athletes. Sports can be used for many people. I knew some of you are doctors. This guy is a national soccer player of Taiwan. He actually scored quite well for Taiwan national team for the last 12 months. He got injured and got surgery 2 years ago, and he came to me and said, "Hey Jeff, I want to go back to play for national team, but I got surgery. I just cannot even walk." So he came to my academy and said, "Can you help me to try to make me prepare well to go back to national team?" So I work, our training coach from US worked with a physical therapy guy, trained for 3 months, and 3 months later he went back to national team. And in the last 12 months he scored quite well for Taiwan national team. So because of this experience, we figured out that not only for top athlete sports performance, we actually can use sports science to help many people to become healthy, to become stronger. Becoming stronger is a very important factor for many people because the pressure of the environment make people tired, and then people get sick, especially for people who have some like a long-term problem like hypertension, okay, or maybe you have the sugar problem, okay. So last weekend we do the free seminar for the people who have sugar problem. We try to tell them how you can work well, how you can do the training well to become healthy. And many young doctors become to understand that not only the medicine but also sports training can really make their patient better. So because of the application of sports science, we realize that actually sports is not only for top athletes anymore. Actually in US, many training companies become healthcare company and help many people. And we know that if you get old, the most factor you will realize is your muscle has no power anymore, and it's so easy to fall down. And for older people, if you fall down, hurt your knee, hurt your back, normally means that you will stay in the bed for the rest of your life. And based on the research for general public of Taiwan, people stay in the bed 7.2 years until they die. In Finland, 2 weeks. So you think about the medicine cost, the cost you will spend if you stay in the bed for 7.2 years, how much money you got to spend for all the related stuff. So become stronger, stay healthy will be very important thing for all of us. So because of this application, we realize that sports science is not only helping the top athlete, but also for general public. So we start to realize that not only for top athlete, our achievement, our accreditation can really use for general public. So this is what we are going to do in the next few years. We will try to help many general public people to become healthy, to stay healthy and become stronger. Because based on research, if you become stronger, the disease will not bother you. You'll be very healthy, and then your working efficiency will be better and will trigger many good things. But if you're not healthy, all the bad things will find you. So after 11 years engagement in this sports industry, we realized that sports industry could be a good business opportunity for many people if they realize that how sports industry, how sports science can really help the general public. For example, many physical therapy work in the hospital and they get a very low pay before. But recently, many physical therapy guys decide to leave the hospital from their own clinic and they make tons of money. Because I believe all of you here get massage maybe monthly base or weekly base. All of you here, feel the neck pain, low back pain, or your knee pain. But all of the pain here can be solved by training, can be solved by proper sports training. So I am here to share this idea and the concept of all of you. And I do believe that there will be very, very good opportunity for all of us here to not only invest, but also it's very important information for us to understand. And if we start to take care of our health, start to train well, start to understand how training can affect our life, I do believe that will help a lot of people. So this is my sharing. Thank you.
Is there any question for Mr. Xu?
Yes, please.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And at the same time, ask a question to my members.
Sure.
I have a dream too. I would like to share with you my dream. I wish one day in 2020,
Yes.
Tokyo Olympics,
Yes.
I cannot be an athlete to attend the game, but I can be audience to buy the ticket and to watch the opening.
Yes.
Do you think it's possible for me?
It's quite possible for sure, but you might have taken it earlier.
Well, the problem is I have very little information about to buy the tickets.
Uh-huh.
Can I buy from Taiwan or should I buy from Tokyo?
You can buy from Taiwan, but they don't really announce when you can buy it yet. But I can keep you updated for sure.
Can you?
Easy for me.
Yes, because from the internet,
Yeah.
it says that it will open to sell
Yeah.
in the springtime of next year.
Exactly.
And now I have about 11 persons to go with me.
Wow. They could.
I invite you, if you want to join me, please let me, then I will assemble a group about 15 to 16.
The reason I say yes to you is I promised my colleague a few weeks ago, I said if we can become better and better company, I will bring all of my colleagues to see 2020 Olympic Games.
Yes,
That's
good.
why
I join you. And according to the internet say, that if I buy from Tokyo, there is a group ticket, it will be very inexpensive. And if I buy from Taiwan, it will be through Chinese Olympic Committee, a association. But I go to the internet of Chinese Olympic Association. There is no information.
I can find information for you, don't worry.
Okay,
Yeah,
please.
easy one, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
If you want to go together. I think it's my last chance to go to Olympic Games. I will catch the opportunity. Thank you. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
Maybe our club should organize
2020 Olympic conference.
special committee.
Yes, special committee.
So we should ask for our PE jazz for our next outing next year to Tokyo Olympics.
2020, yeah.
2020, I think,
2020, oh,
usually
no.
in summer. So I think,
So it should be
Essen.
Essen.
July 24 to August.
Yeah.
Are we going to Tokyo?
Yeah.
Echo to your question, actually I have a very good update for all of you. You know, Yang Junhan and Hank Yang ran 10.11 in Asia game, which got fifth place. And he stayed 1 month in our training base in the US. And our professor and the coaches told me Hank Yang will definitely can run into top, run into 9.9 some in 100 meters. They said guarantee. They say Hank Yang is such a talented kid, and he has so many things could be improved. So they say guarantee 9.9 some. So Hank Yang could be really world class level athlete actually. So, and I get that for your information. If you want to buy to the seat to see 100 meter for main final, it costs you 1,500 USD only for one seat. It's a lot of money, yeah. 100-meter main final costs you 1,500 for your information. Yeah. But it's worth it though. If Hank can be the final. Yeah. Any more questions? Yes, please.
Would you consider your role as the ING in Taiwan? First question. Second is we knew quite a few sports talents in Taiwan, but they don't seem to have sufficient sponsorship.
Yes.
How do we solve that kind of dilemma?
Okay, very good question. Okay, I was quite surprised you know ING. ING is the biggest sports management company of the world. So either Tiger Woods, Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, all managed by ING. ING is a big company. It's too big. They run the training side like a factory. I can give you two information. Hank Young was trained ING 2 times already. He went there 2 times. Each time he spent 3 months. And I am very proud to tell all of you here, Hank Young told me by the phone call, say, Jeff, I am very sure your training base is much better than ING. I'm not surprised actually because ING don't really treat athletes fairly. I give you one information. ING charge 5 to 6,000 USD per month only for training. Not even including a meal, not even including dormitory. So there are so many kids dream to become Roger Federer, Tiger Woods, fly from Asia to be trained ING. And just for your information, China Track and Field Association sent 300 athletes to be trained ING for 3 months last year, including Su Bingtian. Su Bingtian is a winner of 100 meters in Asia Games this time, who ran 9.93 this time. He beat Hank Young. And they went to ING. Each of them was charged 5,000 by training, or 5,000 training fee. But their top track and field coaching even only meet them 1 time per month. So ING do like this. They charge the top athlete 0. If you're Sharapova, if you're Roger Federer, they don't charge you any penny. They do whatever you should be taken care of. But they charge the student from Asia so much money but do nothing for them. So they are like a factory now. Yes, actually we have a training site in US. My dream to be ING, yes. And I have another tennis player who is Chinese, not Taiwanese. She is competing in Japan right now. And she was trained ING 3 years. Junior tennis ranking like a 400, 500. Cannot improve. He came to Taiwan to be trained by us. Now he went to China national team right now. #1 under 18 in China. So we have 2 examples that we may be better than ING. But not about the scale, it's about the quality. And training is not about only training about how much you care about athlete. If you really care athlete, if you really make them feel warm, they'll become better. And you know, for top athlete training, it's not only about skill, it's about arts. So I would say the top coach is like a doctor. You try to find the best way available for your patient, for your athlete, and you always make mistakes for sure. But you always try to find a way to improve. So top coaches is not easy to find. But luckily we have some top coaches in the world and working with us right now. And we will have a training site in the US. You know, we work with the university now, but we will have a brand new training site in the US in 2 years. And we will send more and more athletes to be trained in the US for sure, make them become better. I cannot be an athlete anymore, but I can help the top young athletes to become better. And for sponsorship, of course, not easy to find sponsorship. I was an agent for Ren Liu Yanxun. I was an agent for Gao Zigang. I think most of you know Gao Zigang. I was agent for him 3 years. And really so difficult to find sponsorship for them because the sports culture is not here yet. But if more and more people like you guys understand sports, play sports, and know how sports can change your life, you may be willing to sponsor some athlete one day. So that's why I came back Taiwan from US, try to do something to change the environment. I hope I answered your question. Yes.
President Lu.
I read on the news that most of our athletes and sports events or even national level competitions are arranged or lobby or you pretty much have to go through those athletic associations,
Yes.
sports associations.
Yes.
And they're so dark and corrupted according to those articles.
Yeah.
Can you share with us your personal dealing experience or inside information? We don't have to comment about specific sports association. 我们不要讲个别的, but just in general your experience in dealing with them.
I can definitely tell you all the story though. What do you read? You guys will love it. So this is Hank Young. Hank Young and his coaches came to me before Asian Game. And they said, okay, Jeff, after Asian Game, you know, for the training, you go to top peak for the big competition, and you must waste a lot of time and to come back to the next peak. So he said, after the Asian Game, I need to rest some, but I want to spend this time to find a good training facility for 2030 Olympic. The reason I'm saying that is, before, let's say a 100-meter track field athlete, you only need to reach certain record to be qualified to join Olympic. For example, you reach 10.00 before a certain time, you can qualify. Now it's not like this anymore. You need to get the points by joining more competitions and accumulate points to be qualified. So Hank Young realized this one, so he need to be ready to find a training base in US and Europe to make sure he can compete all over the world. So Hank Young came to me and said, hey, can you help me? So we arranged him to go to US after Asia Game. Right after he got the runner-up in Asia Game, so close to win the title, so all the media asking, what's your next? So the pressure of answering this question getting bigger and bigger. So 2 days after he became the runner-up of 200 meter, men 200 meter, his agency announced that he is going to US. So the Track and Field Association Taiwan did not even know this. They don't prepare yet. And now all the media in Yajaga, Asian Game, went to meet and say, hey, can you interview the chairman of the association, see what is your plan for Hank Young? They have no idea because they don't even know, because arranged by us, not by them. So the Track and Field Association sent an email to all the reporters in Asia Game, say, there's one private company in European sports announced that they will arrange Hank Young to be trained in US, which is fake, which is not true. If you need more information, contact us. And Hank Young is only going to US to spend holiday, meet some friends, find a place to be trained in the future, not only for training purpose. Because they feel we took their, controlling power. And Hank Young went to be trained in 1 month. We post a video, post a picture for 1 month, and they realized that, wow, how much difference Taiwan and US. And the Track and Field Association say, okay, why do you need to work with a private company? Why not with us? And Hank Young came back a few days ago and went to meet in person. They said, because you are so much behind. So now, luckily, the Track and Field Association agreed that he can go back to be trained by us again. But during this period, it's so terrible feeling. Because we try to do anything possible for this top athlete of Taiwan, and the Track and Field Association treat us like we are their opponent. There's a violence in Taiwan. That's why I need to come back here to do something to change this. But this happened for all the associations, not only for track and field. For badminton, for tennis, I cannot finish in 3 days actually. So many stories. But I always believe that once more and more people want to do something to change that, this will be changed one day. Maybe one day I'll become the chairman of the Track and Field Association, you never know, right? I will try. Yeah, one time. So, do I answer your question? But the reason they are so bad is the Association of Taiwan, they are not the people who have dreams. They are not the people who have, they are not the people who can inspire people. They only treat this as a work. But in US, working in the association of sports is an honor for people because they can work with the top athletes in the world. It's their honor to work with them. But in Taiwan, they don't really. The reason we can have all these news now is because we have more and more world-class level athletes. Randy Lu, Dai Ziying, right, Jianming Wang, because they saw all over the world. So they start to understand that how much behind our association is. That's why they start to fight against them. Before we don't have world level athletes, so they cannot even talk. If you talk, you don't compete anymore. So they are not able to talk. But if Hank Young say the track and field association doesn't allow me to go to US, they are done. So that's why they need to listen to him. Now the situation is changing right now, but slowly. Do I answer you? Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Any more questions?
Hey, if you still have some under-table question, maybe you can come after the meeting. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Shi.
Thank you.
And please remain to accept our gift.
Thank you.
Okay, continuing. Then we have PP Pat's attendance report.
Hey, let me have today's attendance report. We have 21 Rotarians and visiting Rotarian 1, 4 guests. So the total attendance rate is 64%. Thank you.
Thank you, PP Pat. Next, may we have our youngest Rotarian, Floria, to give us the subject report.
Good afternoon, dear all. Today's surgery report, we have 3 donations. The first one from IPP Simon. Thanks, Jeff. Made a lot of effort for Taiwan sport environment. Wonderful speech. And have from President Lu. Thank you for your speech and relentless effort, Jeff. I used to play tennis too.
Wow.
And the last one from 分区助理总监 Major 现金捐款。Okay. 好 Thank you.
Thank you, Floria. Okay, next week looks like it will be a fulfilled week for our spouse. We will have a spouse program at Gabi Diang Erlo from 1:30 on October 23rd. So please, if you're interested, if your spouse are interested, please present. And please don't forget, we will have an official visit of District Governor on October 25th. And also that day is our husband and wife day. So welcome all the spouses to attend. And we will have a spouse program at 11 o'clock at 16th floor. And I think that's all, President Lu.
So next week, we're gonna start a little early, try to be on time. We have a lot of guests coming from the district. And yes, please remember to wear this tie. See you all next week.